Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Should We Unpack This? It's been an exciting day for us. Launching episode 1. What a wild
Yes,
ride.
it has been exciting.
Yeah. Many lessons learned.
We have learned a lot of lessons, and thank
Yes.
you if you are watching episode 2 and you stuck with us. It will get better.
Yeah, we appreciate being with us through the long pauses and my distorted camera. And
And some sound things, and we're
yes,
we're learning as we go.
we definitely are. So
So
it's all
thank you
good.
if you came to
And
episode 2.
yes, we so appreciate you. And welcome back.
Yes.
On today's episode, we are going to talk about a trend that was going on a few months ago about meeting your younger self for coffee. But before we get to that, Rochelle, we're all dying to know.
Yes. I know. Guys, if you were waiting with bated breath to see some of our crochet samples, I'm so sorry. I could not find the crochet examples from back in the day when we were our younger selves. And I'm disappointed. I'm sorry if I disappointed anyone out there who's come to episode 2 wanting to see those crochet examples. I will work on still finding them for you.
Yeah, please don't leave.
Please don't leave because of
Please
this.
don't leave. Please stick around.
Yeah,
Because I
I
think today will
will. I
be
will continue searching.
yes. I think today will be a fun
I
chat.
think I will.
Yeah. So do you remember that trend of going that was going around about like meeting on social media about meeting yourself for
I
your
do.
younger self, sorry, for coffee?
Yes. Like, what would you say to your younger self? The combo
Yeah.
between the two.
Yes. And I honestly loved that trend. One of my sisters, she did it and she sent it to
Yeah.
like our little sister chat, and it was just so beautiful the way that she wrote it. And she encouraged each of us to do it. And I
Did
didn't.
you do it? No.
I didn't. I don't know why. I thought about it for a really long time and thought, wow, that sounds really cool. But
And then you're like,
there's,
nah.
I don't know. I just didn't really want to go there at that time.
That's fair. It is. It's a commitment
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yes, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And when I commit emotionally, I commit very hard
You're
and
in
very
it.
deep.
We're going down that rabbit hole.
I just spiral and,
Fair.
we
We'll do it.
find all sorts of treasures that I'm like, I don't maybe want to
Unearth
find right now.
some.
Yeah,
Unearth some interesting things.
exactly. Yeah, so if you were to compare yourself today to your younger self, what types of comparisons would you make?
I think I'd make like the obvious ones, like physical comparisons, comparisons as to my relationships, my career, maybe just even like my emotional growth. I think there's a lot of differences, even my way of thinking as to my younger self versus now. What about you?
Um, I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives
Just
since
1,000
then.
lives. That's fair.
As I was thinking about this content for this episode, something that kept resurfacing for me was when I was in high school, for whatever reason, I was just very set on people like needing to know my story and like wanting to write it down. Because at that point in my life, being like 18, I was like, I have a story to tell.
I've been through it.
Do I ever? My 18 years of living, sit down, let me tell you everything. Oh man. So it's interesting because I was in a writing class in
Ooh,
grade
me
12.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
did writing 12 parallels.
That's so awesome. And we did this assignment of writing like an autobiography,
Oh, wow.
and I found it like a few months ago. And I remember sitting like in my basement and just reading it, and it was called like The Untold Story of Lainey Minot. So official. The
So
Untold.
official. The Untold.
And I like, wow, I just wanted to go hug her. 18-year-old Lainey,
Yeah. I feel
she
like,
was,
yeah, at that age, you're just like feeling it. Like you're in your feels hard. Maybe too hard.
yeah. Maybe. I think because you're presented with the idea when you're 18 that like you're an adult now.
Yeah.
Like you can legally vote.
Yeah.
You're out of high school. You got to
Yeah.
go get a job, go in the real world, go to university, like make all of these big life decisions. And
Very abruptly.
yes, you're in it. Like figure it out now.
Bye. Good
The
luck.
training wheels are off. So, yeah, the version of me when I was 18, I think it's very similar to the version of me that I am today. I feel like I've come back to myself in a sense over the last 7 years, I want to say. Because I think that after I was 18, I kind of like went in a different direction, if you will.
If you would.
So I think the version that I would like to meet myself for coffee with would be probably like 20-year-old Lainey,
Ooh.
specifically
Okay.
20.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty like pivotal year in my life. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what specific age I would want to meet myself at. Maybe like 19. Maybe younger.
Really?
I think so. I think things just really, well, they didn't really shift for me then. Well, some things did. But I think that was like a big turning point for me in my life, 19, where like decisions were made in my mind about what my life was going to look like,
Interesting.
you know?
Yeah. I know.
You know.
I know.
Yeah.
Boy, do I ever.
Mems.
Interesting. So, if you were to meet with your 19-year-old self, how do you think she would show up?
She would show up probably very insecure and probably like a little like confused, but not from the outside. I feel like I was a bit more, I presented myself more confident back then, but inside I don't really think I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But I had like, if you will, my like formula mapped out, what you and I like to call our formula of life, which back then for me was like marriage, kids, career. That's my life going forward. And like, these are the marks that I need to hit. You know what I mean? Like you do this and then you do that and then you hit this. And then you've like made it and life is set and you're just like in the groove the rest of your life. How naive. Naive. That's what I would describe myself as.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That formula of life, I mean, it works out for some people.
It does work out for some people and I applaud them.
Same. And I'm happy for them.
I'm happy for them as well.
I think that it's not, I mean, maybe right now it is more so like more widely talked about like you don't have to live your life in this specific way to be quote unquote successful. I think that was the narrative that we grew up with.
Definitely me. It was like,
Same.
these are the things you need to do in order to like have a great life. Like,
Yeah.
go out and do them.
Get a good job.
You'll be set.
Make good money.
Yeah.
Get married.
Have
Get a
kids.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a house. How many people could do that now?
I love that meme that was going around that was like, oh, too bad I was too busy being born rather than getting the housing market.
Or like in elementary school, what was I doing? I should have been like buying a house.
Yeah.
Hindsight 2020 always.
Always. 100%. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be an interesting conversation. And I'd be curious to hear from our listeners as well. Mm-hmm. What you would say to your younger self. Like, what would that look like for you? I really
How would they show up?
Yeah. I really like want to push like the community of this and like have you guys, whoever's out there listening, like chime in the comments, send us a DM, whatever you're comfortable with. Like, I want to hear from you. Mm-hmm. This is very much like a two-way street for me because I'm just so curious on like other people's point of views.
Yeah, same. We want to hear your story.
Yes. So please chime in.
Yes.
Maybe you'll be our next guest.
Maybe. That would be exciting.
Right?
Who could we have on here?
I don't know. Whoever wants to, maybe. Yeah.
Let us know and we can make it happen.
Yes. Exactly.
It was interesting. One of my sisters, when she did this exercise, she put in some details about like her younger self, about like showing up late and like what they were wearing and, you know, the type of coffee that they ordered and.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Kinds of details of like how you evolved over the years and how you matured.
Can I just? It's just like brings me back. It's like cinnamon dolce latte, oat fudge bar. They don't make the oat fudge bars anymore at Starbucks, and they were my favorite, like my absolute favorite. Why Starbucks? Why don't you make them anymore?
Criminal.
It's better for me now, anyways. But like that was my order.
Yeah,
that's like 700 calories right there, and I would have that all the time. And like now, my order is like grande Americano black. Like even just those differences, like so wild. I'm like, yes, who cares about the calories? But I would have to do a lot of running to work that off. No, my metabolism is not the same. Let's just put it out there. But that's so funny. Like just those little things. Coffee orders, so different.
Yeah.
What was your coffee order?
I think I was also a fan of the cinnamon dolce latte.
So or the French vanillas from Tim Hortons. French vanilla. Oh, I would get those at school all the time.
So ill now. Or but they were good. What was the other one that came out at Christmas time? The caramel brulee.
Oh, mine was the peppermint mocha.
Okay, yeah.
Christmas treats.
Yeah, it was those. That was my go-to. Yeah. Now I'm just like blonde roast Americano.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Very basic.
We've evolved.
Like I actually enjoy the flavor of coffee.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Good.
Actually, it does something for me.
We don't need to mask it with all the other stuff.
No, exactly.
Or are we just losing like taste buds? Because I hear that's what happens as you age. You just lose taste buds. So I'm like,
really?
Maybe, yeah, I think so. Oh. Someone fact check me on that if I'm wrong, but
I believe you.
I think you slowly lose taste buds. Fun fact.
Well, there you go.
That's possibly not accurate, but
we'll go with it.
We'll go with
it. So when you were your 19-year-old you, what type of goals did 19-year-old Rochelle have?
It was really like get that career, because I feel like back then it was very like pushed the career orientated mind, like get your career, be in it for 30 years and then you're golden, like retire, pension, whatever. I feel like now that is not at all the norm anymore. And like people are millennials, people younger than ourselves are not like, I need to be locked into this job for like such and such a time and then like I'll be good. I feel like now it's very much like People create their own jobs. People aren't staying in jobs as long. People are hopping jobs. Like, but back then I was very much like, I need a career and I need to stay in it forever.
Same.
Right? And
Yeah,
that's not what happened for me. Well,
no.
I mean, it kind of did, but not really. Definitely not the same company. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And then it was very much like, I need to be married. Like, I have to be married. It's like something I have to do. It was never really in my mind, like, I don't know, like waiting to get married, you know? Like waiting till my 30s to get married. Like lots of people are, you know what I mean? And then after that, of course, it's like the kids. So in my like naive mind, it was like, oh, like all this will be done by 25. Like,
wow. And
yeah.
I mean,
wild.
Most of it was for you.
True. That's another story for another time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's wild to me now. Like wild to me that I was like, I'm going to have this all like banged out by 25 and then I'll be like good the rest of my life. Like 25? That's so young.
It is very young.
I don't know, man.
But yeah. I had the same like train of thought too. Right? Like just career.
Yeah.
Get married. I remember when everybody was getting married in like our early 20s, early mid 20s, whatever you want to call it. And I remember just being like, tick tock, like, when is my turn?
Chicken.
Yeah.
You're getting old. Lock it up, lady.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life?
Like the pressure that I put on like myself and like, you know,
it's
my
wild.
partner at the time. And it's
wild, the pressure.
It is wild. But it was very much the norm.
And it was like everyone around us at the time, that's what was happening. So it's like we felt normal about it. Like it felt normal. Everyone around us is having the same like thoughts, the same like things are happening. Like it didn't feel out of pocket to be thinking like that.
Yes, exactly. And lo and behold, here we are today.
Here we are.
So what type of advice would you give 19-year-old Rochelle?
I think I would encourage her to be more like self-assured, more confident in maybe the thoughts she was having that didn't necessarily align with all the people around her. And I would probably have a chat with her about like communication, how she needs to work on it. You know? Because communication is key. And I was not a very good communicator, I feel, now in hindsight. At the time, I probably thought I was great. Like, of course. I'm a great communicator. No, you weren't. You weren't.
You were not.
You were not. Sorry. But yeah, and I would just tell her to like chill out, you know? Don't be in a rush. Like, you've got your whole life ahead of you. Don't be in a rush to hit all these things that you think that you need to hit. Like, just enjoy the journey and like enjoy the time and like self-discover yourself a bit more. And like, don't rush into things just because other people are or other people are telling you should be. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know. I would tell my younger self to trust your voice and trust your gut. And to never say never. Because
good advice.
Boy, did I love to say never. I would never.
It's dangerous.
It is
It
so
always
dangerous.
comes back to bite you in the butt.
Oh, how humbled I have been time and time again.
Good word.
Oh my. Oh my stars. I tell you.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. Because nobody like plans for the nevers in life.
No. Because they're never
Like
going to happen to you.
exactly.
Why would you plan for them?
I don't know. But yeah, I think the trusting of my own instincts, like I still like waver with that, where I'm like, oh, I don't know, this doesn't feel right, but we'll just go with it anyways. And then I've once again have been humbled and been like, I was right. Why do I second guess myself like that? Like, why don't I trust my own instincts? So I think that'll just be like an ongoing life lesson that I'll have to face.
I think that's a forever thing, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's, you're learning, right? And I feel like we get better. But we'll never be perfect.
I mean, no, we won't. I'm just kidding.
Speak for yourself, Rochelle.
Yeah, come on. No, we will never be perfect.
No.
As hard as we may try.
I always say progress over perfection.
Yeah.
Because that's something you can see the change, You're never going to be perfect, so don't set that expectation. Which also I think I had for myself at a young age. Just very much a perfectionist. And I had to work hard at like the progress over perfection.
Yes. That's a tough one. I am
Especially
recovering.
When you're a people pleaser.
Yes, I'm just going to say that.
I did it
100%.
Yeah.
Get out of my brain.
Sorry.
Yeah, I am a recovering people pleaser. It's a hard thing to stop.
Welcome to People Pleasers Anonymous.
Yeah, basically.
I'm Rochelle.
Like, I'm Lainey, and it is a forever journey of learning to say no and feeling comfortable with that no.
It's
and
hard.
Realizing that I'm not responsible for other people's feelings, but I can still act like with empathy and kindness. But I don't have to solve everybody's problems at the expense of my own happiness.
It's a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is, because I love to help.
Let me just fix your problem for you.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Who cares about
This
my
is
problems?
now my
I'll
life.
fix all of yours.
Your life is now my life, and I'm on it.
Yeah. Welcome. Yes. We were both married in our early 20s. And what did it mean to be a wife to 20-year-old Rochelle?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because at that time, I was just like, ooh, the wedding. And like, ooh, the bridal showers. And like, ooh, the living together. Because we did not live together before we were married. So it was all very exciting. And I don't really think at that time I stopped to be like, what kind of wife do I want to be? Like, what kind of wife am I going to be? Like, it was very much as it probably could be at that very young age that I got married, early 20s, of like the excitement of it all and like the newness of it all and like the next step of it all. And like, I'm hitting this next milestone in my life. And I don't think I really was like, I thought about it a little bit, but I was kind of like, I'm just going to be like a good wife. What's more to say?
It's going to come
be an
naturally.
excellent wife. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think perhaps there should have been more thought put into that of like, from my perspective of what I wanted that to look like. But I think for me, it was just like girlfriend to wife now, like girlfriend, fiance, wife. It's all normal. Like, it is what it is, and we'll like figure it out as we go.
An easy transition.
Yeah, not a lot of forethought. Just like,
Yeah.
we're living together now, and I'm your wife. And it'll be great.
That's that.
And that's that.
The end.
Happily ever after.
Yes.
Yes. Great minds, great minds.
Yes.
It was a fairy tale. At the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. What about you? Did you think about it?
Nope.
You were a bit older than me. No? Okay.
No, I was a few years older when I got married. But I just thought, I'm going to be a natural.
Yeah. You'd also been in the relationship quite a bit longer.
Yes. But like you, we did not live together which I think is
It's a big one.
that is a big one. To go from just like, hey, come over and hang out, because I lived
Yeah.
on my own,
Right.
because I moved out when I
Yeah.
was 19, so
I
I
did live
had
on my
lived
own
on,
first.
right, which is, I think, also pretty important of like,
Yeah. Just finding yourself
managing,
as an
finding
individual,
yourself,
No big deal.
managing bills, managing a household,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So, yeah, I didn't really think it would be much of a transition. I just thought this is going to make life easier
Yeah.
because now we live together and we're going to be accepted into, being adults because we're married, and people will take us more seriously as a couple and take me more seriously as a woman because now I'm the wife
A
and
married woman.
a married woman. Yeah. But no, I don't remember sitting there and putting a
Much
whole lot of
thought into
thought
Yeah.
into it, and like what it means to be married and how to not stay present, but stay true to like myself and my
No.
needs and ambitions, and also be the support for, my partner. And
Yeah.
but now my views on it are very different, and I approach it very differently. And I value much more of like an equal partnership
Yeah.
than the supportive role that I think was ultimately I filled,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. It does. And I think to like for myself, it's hard to like go from being like living at home, still kind of being very young, finding yourself, and then all of a sudden thrown into this partnership. And you don't really have that time to like figure out who am I? What do I want to accomplish? Everything just all of a sudden overnight becomes us. Like, what do we want to accomplish? What are our goals? Like, what are our financial goals, our personal goals, our life goals? When do we want to have kids? All this, it all becomes like us, because we went so quickly from like at home, which could be maybe as a people pleaser more about your parents and making them happy and like keeping things nice at home, from going to like now a partner and like as a people pleaser, making sure they're happy and like their needs are being met. And so I feel like I didn't really get that time for myself of being like, what do I want solely? Not
Right.
like me and my partner.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I probably got lost a bit in the us of it all. You know?
Yeah. I get it.
That's my story.
I liked it. It was a good story.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think that kind of circles back to also what we said about, not trusting our instincts at the very beginning, like out of our younger selves. And I wonder if that's quite common. So if you too have experienced that or are feeling that currently, like please,
Share.
drop it in the comments. Yeah, share with us.
We wanna
share
hear.
what your experience are. If you met yourself for your younger self for coffee, like what age would you like to meet with?
Such a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going off of, did we think about being wives? What did like marriage and stability mean to you in your early 20s?
I think marriage meant stability. It was like you're married and like you're both working and like you have your place that you're in together and it's like everything's good and stable and like how it should be. It's like the marriage is a stable thing, at least from my point of view back then. I would not agree with that now. But back then,
Yeah.
it felt like it felt right. It felt like I've got it figured out, and like I found my partner, and like everything's great, and we're just life and life together. What
Yeah, I'd
about
agree
you?
with that.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, I think that's a very fair way to put it, that marriage meant stability.
Mm-hmm.
I think also the type of community that we were a part of, like being a part of the church community at that time
Mm-hmm.
too, that was what it meant, right?
Yeah. It
Like
was
you're
part of the
married,
formula. Like
you
you're
become
part of the
one.
group now.
Yeah,
Like,
and that whole you becoming one can also like makes more sense too now as to like how you could lose yourself within that marriage.
yeah. Yeah, because I was very much like the the narrative of the church, and like when you get married, like to become one, like you're one person now, like you guys are in this together, like I
I
don't know if I
appreciate the
explain with that, but
sentiment of that,
yeah,
of,
yeah,
you know, of you're in this together.
totally.
It's like your life together,
Yeah.
right? But
Since there's
but
more.
there's a bit more to that, I think. I think it's what are the tools of doing it
Yes.
together?
Mm-hmm.
What does that foundation look like? And as you said,
Realistically.
like communication is huge. And if you don't feel confident or comfortable, like talking through the hard stuff with your person, oops,
Things are gonna get rough.
things are going to get a bit airy and no
Yeah.
one's going to want to talk about it,
Yeah,
right?
avoidance. It's so much
And
easier.
it absolutely. And I am a recovering avoider as well as a people pleaser. So,
Welcome to Avoiders Anonymous now.
um, I was great at avoiding things and
Yeah.
I avoided
Same.
hard conversations like it was my job
Mm-hmm.
because who wants to deal with other people's big reactions? Not this girl right here.
Not
No, thank
us.
you. I'm happy to say that, you know, I'm in a relationship now where I feel comfortable enough to have hard conversations with
Yeah.
my partner,
Mm-hmm.
and he makes it very easy and like safe feeling and approachable and all those things. And I think that's just his personality, but I also think that's a lot of the work that I've done within myself to
Mm-hmm.
then, trust my voice, trust my gut, those things that 20-year-old Lainey just wasn't super great at or
Yeah.
confident with.
Yeah. For sure. And I feel like, for me at least, it was also important to have a partner who would challenge me on that. And like
Yes.
have that person that will be like, why can't you talk about this? Like, what is it that is making you feel like we can't have this conversation? And like being patient about it while I figure
Yeah.
my stuff out. Therapy. But
Oh
but it
boy.
is so much
Therapy.
therapy. But it is so important, or at least it was important for me to have that person that challenged me on it and was like, you are not the greatest communicator. And like being able to be honest with me about that. Because if you just keep enabling me, like, I'll just keep not having the conversations. I don't want to.
100%.
But like having that person come into my life who right off the bat challenged me on that, I think has made that our communication so much better. Like I can now communicate. It's a safe place for me. He challenges me on it. Even sometimes now when I like slip back into my old ways of not wanting to talk about things. I'll be like,
Yep.
what? Like, well, why can't you talk about this? And I'll be like, I don't know. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. That's
Trauma.
that's good. I mean, trauma
It's
is a
real.
thing. It is real and it's deep rooted.
Yeah. It's
That's why
very
it's
deep.
so easy to slip back into things. Like I've also have those tendencies of like when I'm thinking a situation feels hard or there's something that's slowly gnawing away at me and I because I go into like an overthinking spiral, right? Where
Yeah.
I make the scenario a lot larger in my head than it actually is.
It's like not a big deal, and you're like, this is
It's,
the end.
yeah. And there's the whole like nervous system response piece that, you know, I'm starting to currently, this is my new project of myself, is like learning about nervous system responses and how to regulate properly and all those things. And
Yeah.
like, thank God for therapy, honestly. And
1,000%.
if you haven't tried therapy or are, even if you're thinking about therapy, I'd say like honestly give it a go.
Highly
And
recommend.
yeah, and you're probably not gonna, I mean, for me, I didn't find a good fit right away. It took a few.
Yeah.
It took a
It
few
takes a
people.
couple tries.
Yeah, it took a few people. You know,
It's a relationship.
it is, and they have to. I don't know. You have to vibe with them in
Yeah.
a way.
Oh, totally.
You know, so yeah,
I definitely was very hesitant about it. And also from some past experiences of where it was kind of like forced, but
right.
that left a bit of trauma of its own. But I think like just like the thought of like, I don't even know what it is. Just the thought of like sitting in a room with someone and like unpacking like some not so great moments is just not super appealing to me. Avoidance.
Right.
But it was so worth it. It was just getting over that hump of like not wanting to do it.
I was opposite. Like I wanted to go.
Love that for you.
I'm like, let me into a room.
Anybody.
Listen to my problems. Tell me how to fix them, please, somebody. But I don't think I went, like at that time in my life when I did first start going to therapy, I only went a few times, and it was about something within my family. And I didn't really know what I wanted from it. And all I was receiving was, oh, that's so hard. I'm like, well, yeah, I know.
I already know that.
This is why I'm here, because it's so hard. So what do I do about it?
Yeah.
But
Tools.
This is what I'm looking for. But I don't think I went in with like a very clear idea of what exactly was so hard about it for me personally, other than the fact that it was just like a really freaking hard situation to live through. So yeah, it's that would be my advice for anybody who's kind of, you know, pondering the idea of therapy. If we were to meet with our younger selves today and they were to ask us a question, what question do you think they would ask us?
Okay, you first.
Me
What
first.
do you think your younger self would ask you?
I think she would ask me if we figured it out and if it was, if it got easier. And I would say no.
Sorry about that, but no.
No, and I would
Denied.
laugh in her face. I'm just kidding. You idiot. No. I would say it did not get easier, but we got wiser and we got stronger, and we have grown so much into who we've always wanted to be.
Oh, that's
Now
beautiful.
I'm getting emotional.
We're both.
Oh my, that's,
You might see some tears if you're lucky, everyone.
yeah. Okay, what would you say?
I think I would ask myself if I'm happy and if we're okay. And I think my older self, I'm not going to cry, would show my younger self that we are happy, but it was not easy getting there. But it was worth it.
Yeah. As I was thinking about this episode, There's a Taylor Swift song. So those of you who don't know, Rochelle is the biggest Swiftie I know. And I am also low-key obsessed, but not really low-key. I'm just
But
obsessed.
not low-key at all.
I do love me some T Swift. And there's a song, I forget which album it's on. It's either on Folklore or Evermore, where it's called Happiness.
Yes.
And that, if you're going through something tough in a relationship or
Banger on.
like any relationship, that song is just so beautiful and so wise.
So wise.
I highly recommend you listen to it.
Great recommendation.
By Taylor Swift.
I endorse this.
I do. I remember when that song came out and I was walking around in my new neighborhood because it was shortly after I moved to Ontario. And walking around in my new neighborhood, in my new life, and hearing those words. And I was like, okay, yes, there's just a line that goes, or a few lines that go like, there was happiness because of you.
Yeah.
And then there was happiness because of me. Sort of thing. So it's just like a really good reminder that like it doesn't matter what type of relationship that you have gone through, it will leave an imprint on you forever.
1,000%.
So,
and it was for a reason. Like there was happiness.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's part of like who you are today. So I think, yeah, I don't know how to end it after that, but oh no.
What is that? Yeah, we're good.
We're good. So we would love to hear from our audience. If you were to meet with your younger self, how would they show up? What would they ask? And how would you respond?
Yes.
And if you would like to share with us, we would love to hear it.
I would love it.
Because I think it's such a good reflection tool. And yeah.
I feel like you can learn like so much from each other.
Share your lessons. I swear that's how I learned so many lessons in my life, was just from the grown-ups or even just my older sisters, just watching them live and be like, well, that didn't really seem like a good idea.
I'm not gonna do that.
Maybe I won't do that.
Thanks for that one.
Yeah. So I'm grateful for all of them. But yeah. And I'm sure your sisters
learned from me. They're like, thanks for that one. We're not gonna do that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Probably. They probably learned a lot.
that. That's so good.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Being a trailblazer.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at me.
So I guess that kind of wraps up our episode of today of meeting with our younger selves. I hope everyone had learned a little bit more about us and enjoyed some of the stories and antidotes that we shared.
Yes, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to us. I honestly, the first episode came out and I was like, no one's going to listen to this. And people listened.
People listen.
So thank you, because I really thought no one was going to listen to it.
Yeah, today
Like,
Rochelle
we're doing this for ourselves. Like, no one's actually going to listen to us.
Yes. Today, Rochelle and I were texting each other and we're like, oh my gosh.
We're just like
viewership.
There were like a couple of messages that really got us. So thank you guys for like messaging us. We appreciate it.
We do. This makes it so much more fun to have people reach out and be a part of the journey. So thank you for being a part of our journey. Anyways, we love you.
We miss you.
And we hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
Till next time, we hope you watch us again. Okay, bye.
Bye.